how do I build my brand? How do I take my existing brand to the next level? And if I had to summarize it and put it very simply, what's going on, guys? It is Eric Braun, aka Not Your Average Lender, with another episode of Produce or Plateau. That's right. So now, more than ever, as real estate professionals, we need to make a decision whether we want to produce or plateau in our business. Now, today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys effective content ideas. We've all heard the importance of using social media. We've all heard the importance of building a personal brand, but everybody always asks me, how do I build my brand? How do I take my existing brand to the next level? And if I had to summarize it and put it very simply, it's to produce more content and produce effective content. Now, I think it's important to mention before we get into those ideas that I want to give you guys, I think it's important to talk about the opportunity that we have right now. Everyone is home, everyone is on their phone, and everyone is on social media seeking entertainment. We need to realize that. We need to realize what a crazy opportunity that is to capture attention and add value to our audience. I think it's also important to mention that during times like these, big corporations step up and they're remembered for that for many, many years to come. Same thing with brands, whether it be personal or a bigger brand. The brand that you create right now is going to follow you for years to come. So after you realize those two things, everyone's on their phone, the brand that I create is going to follow me right now, you realize how important it is to capture this opportunity. So let's go right into it. There's a bunch of different types of posts. There's, pictures, stories, videos, Facebook statuses, there's lives, there's different platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, right? Some of these are going to be for select few, and some of them are, you can use these strategies across all platforms. So the first type of post, though, that I'm going to talk about is what's called an engagement post. If you do any research on social media marketing, you'll find this strategy. The most classic example of an engagement post is what is the make, year, and model, or year, make, and model of your first car. Now, you've probably seen people post that on Facebook, and even if they have 100 friends, they get tons of comments right away because it's an engaging thing. Like when you see a Facebook status like that, you immediately want to comment. Even if you don't know the person very well, you just want to tell the world what is the year, make, and model of your first car. So that's the classic example of an engagement post. An example that you can do right now that's obviously a little bit more specific to what we're going through is, would you buy a house without seeing it in person? You're going to get tons of comments. Whether it's yes or no, it doesn't matter. Because the purpose of an engagement post, and how I use it at least, is when Facebook, when Instagram, when any social media platform sees that you have an engaging piece of content, your next piece of content is more likely to perform very well. So if you have a big announcement, if you have a video that you want a lot of people to see, I recommend you do an engagement post the day before, right? Whether it's what's the year, make, and model of your first car, or it's a more specific example of what's going on right now. Would you buy a house without seeing it in person? I did both of those, and I've seen crazy results from them. And what I'll do is I'll take that attention and drop a very valuable piece of content the next day and try to get as much views and engagement as possible on that. So that's the strategy behind an engagement post. That's our first example of what you can do right now. And that's a cool trick that once you realize the power of it, you can use over and over again. Doesn't matter what's going on in the world. The next thing that I want to talk about is some videos that you can do right now. Now, there's permanent videos and there's also live videos. You can pick and choose which topics you want to just shoot a live video on and which topics you want to put out a permanent video that you actually post to your profile. You can pick and choose which ones you're comfortable with, or you want to do both. That's cool too. But I'm going to just rattle off some topics that you can talk about right now. Why this isn't 2008, 2009. Most people think this is 2008, 2009 all over again. That couldn't be far further from the truth, right? Fundamentally, there's so many differences, right? This is a health crisis we're going through, not a financial crisis. Yes, we may be approaching a recession or in a recession, but that doesn't mean we're in a housing crisis. So all of these things are very different. And obviously I'm pretty passionate about that topic, right? But shoot a video. And if you don't feel comfortable getting in front of your audience with that message, rope me in. I'll go live with you. I'll shoot the video with you. I'll go on a Zoom call with you, and you can put that out to your audience, right? And now I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself because the next thing I'm going to be going over is partnership videos, whether it be a mortgage professional, attorney, another realtor. Partner up with other professionals, because then you don't have to know as much. Then you don't have to talk as much. You don't have to do as much research. You can just bring other people on and put that same information in front of your audience. But now that I went over that, let me get back to some video topics that you can do, whether live or permanent. Another topic that you should talk about right now is forbearance. Take an hour, 2 hours, do some research, get the facts on forbearance, and that's what you can call the video, facts on forbearance. You can go live, you can post this permanently, or you can blast it out through email, right? Using a software called BombBomb, which again, these are things that I don't have that much time to talk about because IGTV limits me to 10 minutes. But anyway, another video, and this is for my like motivational type brand people, right? Or if you're the type of person that's, putting out positivity, that's who your brand is, that's who you are, this is a great video for you. How to stay positive during quarantine. A lot of people are struggling with this right now. A lot of people are falling off the wagon on their diet. They're waking up late. They're, whatever it is, they're lacking motivation. Put out a piece of content that addresses that issue, because you're going to get a lot of positive feedback from that. Now, for my funny type people, like my funny entertaining brands, do some funny TikToks right now. Do it. Do the Tootsie Slides challenge, or the I'm a Savage challenge, or the Flip a Switch challenge, whatever it is, right? Put out content that is relatable, right? That's very important. The next thing I want to go into is partnership videos, which I already kind of touched on. So I'll go over the final topic and the final idea. The people who make an impact right now are going to be remembered for it, all right? I know a bunch of great realtors right now that are making tons of impact, and their brand is gaining a lot of traction, and they may not even realize it through what they're doing. But you're going to see me do this and put out a video on this once this whole producer plateau is over. But here's a great idea of an impact video. Go to your local deli and open up a $200 tab. And I didn't create this idea, by the way. I'll tell you a cool story about it. Go to your local deli, open up a $200 tab, take a quick selfie video. It doesn't have to be polished, guys. I'm on my couch with a hoodie on. It doesn't have to be polished. Content does not have to be perfect. But go to your local deli, open up a $200 tab, take a selfie video and say, hey, anybody who's struggling right now, let's say you're out of work, I just opened up a $200 tab at so-and-so deli. Feel free to come in and eat. And all you have to do is tell them my name. My friend did this I think she's in North Carolina. She did this and got on her local news channel. Imagine what an impact she's having. Not only on her brand, right? Put that aside. Imagine the ripple effect of positivity that's going through her neighborhood right now just because she decided to do that. How many people she probably motivated to do the same thing, or the type of the same thing, right? Guys, I hope you got something out of this. I can talk about this stuff all day. If you want to shoot content together, if you want to go live, if whatever it is, just know I'm always down. That's part of my hashtag Real Partnerships movement. And then also, if you want some videos edited, whatever it is, like we have a whole marketing team that can help with that. Just hit me up, let me know. I can also recommend some apps that you can do it yourself on. But I hope you got something out of this. Let me know if you did in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, guys.